Hey, what's going on, guys? This is 12th Harbinger, and in this video I am going to give you a build guide for Raiden Shogun. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. There are two ways to use Raiden. One as a hypercarry with DPS build, and second in hyperbloom teams with full EM build. Hyperbloom could be the best team to use with her if she is at C0. I will add a showcase at the end of the video so that you can know how her hyperbloom team works. I will be covering both the builds in this video. For her talent priority, prioritize her burst then her skill. Normal attack is not needed. If you wish to use her in hyperbloom teams, you don't need to level any talents. Optimal combo to use in her burst form will be 3 times N3C plus N1C. N equals normal attacks and C equals charged attacks. N3C means 3 times normal attacks and 1 charged attack. Artifacts. For hypercarry build, Emblem of Severed Fate is the best set. You can mix and use 2 pieces of these sets if you don't have 4-piece emblem. For hyperbloom team, the new set, Flower of Paradise, is her best in slot. Alternatively, you can use 4-piece Gilded Dreams or 2-piece sets that give elemental mastery, whichever has more EM in its substats. You can farm the new set if you don't have anything else to do. She can also be the Deepwood user of your team. For artifact stats, for hypercarry build, crit rate or damage on circlet. Attack percent or electro damage bonus on goblet, whichever has better substats. Attack goblet can be better if there are no attack external buffers, without attack sands and with high base attack weapons. But in most cases, electro damage bonus will be her best choice given equal substats. Energy recharge or attack percent on sands. Both are great on her, use the one with better substats. With her signature weapon and with weapons that don't have energy recharge stat, it's better to use energy recharge sands. For substats, prioritize getting crit stats, energy recharge and attack percent. Regarding how much energy recharge you need on her, there's no specific answer for this. I recommend trying to get 200% plus energy recharge on her. With Engulfing Lightning, you can easily cross 250% energy recharge. For hyperbloom team, go full elemental mastery build. EM on sands, goblet and circlet. EM on substats, you don't need any other stats. Moving on to her weapons, for hypercarry build, Engulfing Lightning is the best in slot. Other 5-star options, you can use the Staff of Homa, Primordial Jade-Winged Spear, Calamity Queller and Skyward Spine. For 4 stars, she has a very strong free weapon, that is the R5 catch. Wavebreaker's Fin is also a strong option on her and can be better than R5 catch at higher refinements. Deathmatch is also a good option on her. If you don't have any of these, you can use the Favonius Lance. For hyperbloom team, Dragon's Bane is her best weapon. Moonpiercer and Catan Spear are her craftable options, with Moonpiercer being a better option. For her constellations, she is fine at CO and you don't need any, especially for hyperbloom teams. She has some great constellations early on. Her C1 is not so useful. Her second constellation is the best one to have. This constellation is a huge damage increase. Raiden will ignore 60% of enemies' defense in her burst form. I recommend you to stop here, as her other constellations C4 to C6 are pretty much useless. You can get her C3 to increase her burst damage, but the amount of primo gems you spend for that is not worth it. Moving on to her team comps, there are many teams you can use her in. For hypercarry teams, Sarah, especially at C6, is one of the best support to use with her. You can also use her with Yae Miko. Here are few of the example teams. Sarah, Yae Miko, Bennett and Kazuha. Sarah, Yae Miko and Jean. You can also use her with Xiangling, Bennett and Xingqiu. This is considered to be one of the best F2P teams for her. You can also use her with Eula to increase and her burst damage and also fill everyone's energy. You build many teams around her and she can also fill in as a flex in many teams. For hyperbloom teams, you need an off-field hydro character that can be Kokomi, Yelan or Xingqiu. A dendro character, preferably Nahida, and for the fourth slot you can use an electro character who won't proc the hyperblooms like Fischl or Beidou, or another off-field hydro character. In Nahida team comps, Nahida will be your driver. Raiden, Barbara, Dendro Traveler and another hydro or electro character as a F2P team that you can use. Here Barbara will be the on-field driver. So basically you just need a hydro and dendro character and the last slot being flex. Here are some showcases of her teams so that you can know how it works.
稲光すなわち永遠なりやっせっ裁きのイカ浄土を開放さし無我の境地やっ起こせはあります。
答えなさい。
歌よにしと
はびこりなさい。これこそが知恵の伝道。方策を変えましょう。
この件はわかるかい
I hope this video was helpful. If I missed anything, it will be there in the pinned comments. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.